Do you know what's hiding in your grandma's food storage? My name's Jody. I'm from the blog foodstoragemadeeasy.net, and I help busy moms, busy families prepare for life's emergencies, big and small. And today I want to tell you a little story about my grandma Shirley. So when I started my food storage journey, I went to her house and took pictures of all of her stuff and kind of documented it to use it as inspiration for me as I was getting started. As I started my blog and started to build more followers, my grandma was one of my biggest cheerleaders, and she loved what I was doing. And even though she had such a bigger knowledge than I did, she still was excited about the way I was making it more manageable for beginners just getting started. So she did pass away a few years ago, and her food storage kind of got dispersed to different family members. And a few of her big bulk barrels of beans got sent to my Aunt Chris's house. And she had it stored in her basement and didn't really give it too much thought. And she ended up having a flood in her basement and thought that the food might have been damaged. So the guys that were there kind of helping repair the flood damage, she asked them, oh, just stick your hand in it, see if the beans are wet, like all the way down. And if so, we'll just throw them away. And the worker did his bean test, came back and said, you have got to see this. And she ran over to the barrel of beans, and inside, hidden in the beans, was this special treasure box. It was actually a box that was built by my great-grandpa that my mom and my aunt remembered being on the dresser in my grandma's house many, many years ago. And inside wasn't big treasure, as she might have thought, but it was a few little fun things, some handwritten notes, an old prescription from years and years ago, a certificate of warranty for pantyhose, and some old coins. And so it wasn't really the monetary value of the treasure, but just a fun memory of my grandma that was hidden in a barrel of beans. And who knows, maybe those coins will be worth something. They were pretty old, but it's just kind of funny. So if you do have someone that passes away and you're inheriting a food storage, maybe be a little bit careful. They used to hide things in lots of different places back in the old days. And so make sure you go through everything carefully. You might find your own little treasure. And also just double check everything. Make sure that it's not going to be expired or rotten. Dump out 20-year-old home canned items, but you can save the jars. So it's just kind of a little food for thought. And if you are storing your own food right now, make sure your family members know if you do have valuables hidden away somewhere. So hopefully that's some helpful tips for you today and gives you a little glimpse into the life of my awesome Grandma Shirley. She was such an inspiration, such a cool lady. She loved shooting guns, she collected pocket knives, and she was kind of one of those conspiracy theorists. And I just think she would love to know all of you and to see the work that we're doing here to build our food storage and become more prepared in this generation. So make sure you visit the link below. I'll share pictures in the blog post of what her food storage used to look like, a little picture of what was in the beans, and maybe a picture of her so you can get to know her better too.